Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, I want to talk about this. Don't be adding too much light to shit, because when you add too much light to something, that motherfucker shit gonna fall down. Now you probably thinking like, man, what the fuck is Archangel Uriel talking about right now? But look, come into my world for a second. I'm gonna break it the fuck down. Now check this out. Now we done been through a lot of conscious shifts. So remember the conscious shift way before 2012? That it was a conscious shift that came about. Then everybody had the science of saying, man, you know, you need to find the light. For all y'all motherfuckers in the dark, y'all need to find the light. That's the only way you can find some sense of direction. Then around 2012 came. That conscious shift was lower. Then we risen above a little bit. Now we're higher in consciousness. Then we came with this consciousness. Motherfucker, too much light will make you blind. You know what I'm saying? Then we had that motherfucking consciousness. Too much light will make you fucking blind. And then Archangel Uriel, you know what I'm saying? I brought in the motherfucking consciousness shortly after that with telling you why light make you blind. And telling you why people ain't know why they were saying that, but this is the real reason they saying that. In scientific terms, they might be saying when you get too close to light and make you blind, so in so many ways, but that was just our spirit trying to tell us that motherfucker, light is information, and all the things in the in that light spectrum, in that ray, in that maze, in that days for that day, in that UV ray, all the information that comes in that is motherfucking. It's motherfucking shit that make you motherfucking blind. You know what I'm saying? All the concepts, the ideas, the patterns, the routines that you do every day. You got that from the light that you up under and those grouping of information. So you motherfuckers are blind and lost into concepts and ideas and old structure ways and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? Then I brought that shit. But guess what? I'm finna shift the consciousness even higher right now because we getting ready to go through another conscious shift. A shift in consciousness. And you know, Archangel Uriel, y'all already know I'm already ahead of time. So motherfucker, this is some new shit right here. This the new shit. Motherfucking no. We don't need to find the motherfucking light. God damn it. We don't need to find the goddamn light. And then the light ain't even making us blind either. The fucking light ain't making us blind. Motherfucker, we creating the light. Motherfucker. That's the new consciousness now. Y'all motherfuckers need to jump on that consciousness wave. We create the light. We ain't finding the light. You know what I'm saying? The light ain't no sense of direction. You know what I'm saying? The light ain't making us blind. Motherfucker, I am the light. Matter of fact, I created the light. I ain't even a light no more. Fuck the light. Everything is an illusion. This whole light and life, whole program and illusion and all that motherfucking shit. Get that shit the fuck out of that weak ass conscience the fuck out of my face. Motherfucker, we on some new shit. I created the light. We created the light as spirits. Motherfucker. Now, when we talk about motherfucker this shit right here, your lights and the lights that you emit, when you put too much light on something, it's gonna fall down. Now let's break down how do you emit light. How do you emit light? Look, your thought forms, your concepts, your feelings and emotions, those are lights. Now they may be so light and so dense, so light that you may not see it reflect off the way you see the greater lights, but look at it like this. Break it down like this, right? To understand your alignment and understand the emotions and feelings and the thought patterns that you give off, you align yourself with the solar system that you up under, with your solar system, right? So to understand you're not the version, you're a version. So to understand your solar system, you align it with the solar system you in, right? So you're aligning it with the mental and the feelings and emotions and those light bodies that the being that we are in have created. So what do that motherfucking tell you? When you look up, what do the fuck they look like? They look like lights, which lights is this what scientists told y'all. It ain't even called light where I'm from. You see what I'm saying? That's just what the fuck we created. That's really the daughters of men and shit like that. And it ain't even called that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, this is what you need to understand. Now, that shit we create. So those are lights. So those are the lights you emit. Your thought process, your ideas, your feelings and emotions, your feminine and your masculine bodies. That you those light bodies, those first conscious bodies you create for yourself to experience your spirit as an individual spirit, which is a soul. So that's your solar system. The body of lights you create to orchestrate your spirit. So that becomes like your solar system and shit like that. The first light bodies you create for your motherfucking spirit, which are shapes and forms. So when you are emitting your light off and shit like that, you're adding light to scenarios and circumstances. Now, instead of your ass being free and letting the creation manifest into the elements that is needed and not incorporating and adding any ingredients that it don't need, your ass want to worry about shit and your ass want to keep adding thoughts. So think about shit. Anytime you're paying attention too much to shit, it all falls down. So look at light like this. Say you got a situation or a scenario. Say the situation or a scenario is something you anticipating on. Whether it's a relationship, you're going on a date, whether you about to get a check, whether you about to... Now, first of all, you're not supposed to utilize your mind for things that it's not here to do. Your brain and your mind is not here to analyze what's going to happen in the future. Your mind is only here to decipher what's going on in the present. So the moment you do that, you're already missing the battle. You're already fucking yourself up, and you're already playing roles and taking on responsibilities that's out of your hands. And you don't want those motherfucking problems, because it ain't gonna do nothing but lead to frustrations anyway. And I'm telling you that ahead of time. That's Archangel Uriel. You see what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about emitting motherfucking lights, right? Now, just think about all the things you want to anticipate or things you're waiting on and things of that nature. Think about all the times you have one of these, but you pay attention too much. You pay attention to it too much. You think about it too much. You overstress it too much. It never play out in the way that you actually want it because you fucked it up. You added too much light to it. And too much light, like when you add too much light to something, too much light brings too much attention. A lot of attention creates shape and form. Shape and form can become dense and heavy. And dense and heavy could vibrate low to the point that it appears to be solid and won't move. And it'll fixate itself into the scenario. So when you talk about adding too much light to something, you can slow down something that you want to manifest. So if it's something you're anticipating, but you thinking too much about it, if it's a person that you want, but you overstressing about it and think about it, you adding too much light. So it can't create. It can only slow down. So that circumstance or situation is like a cloud, and it's slow down because you put too much light on it. Now, the more light you put on it, the brighter it's going to shine. So the brighter, you know, when a light is shining, it like to emit and lighten up everything around it. So when you pay attention too much to a scenario, you end up shining light on things that ain't even got anything to do with it. You end up shining light on things around it. So you, in your own secluded space, just by thinking too much about it, you end up adding realms of realities to the perception that may not even necessarily have anything to do with the perception. So now you even blinding and losing yourself even more. You see what I'm saying? And making that situation fall down even more. So when you do experience a scenario where you finna get what you about to anticipate, you gonna fuck it up even more because you got shit at you. It might be right in front of your face, but you might not even see it that way. You might smack it out of your face because you didn't add other perceptions to the all the lights you didn't put on that realm of reality. So you only see it coming into your life in a certain type of way. And then that way is a light, information. And that light and information is constructed in these lights of information. So if these lights of information then taught you or showed you that things can only manifest with money, things can only manifest if you have this, then you're going to be blocked and you're going to be unopen to other ways of how this energy could come to you. Because you're only seeing it in one light way, in one light spectrum. In one type of maze, days, in one type of UV ray spectrum kind of way. So if it don't come to you in that way, all you know is you ain't seen it. So if it was right in front of your face, you ain't even see it to grab it. It could have been in another shape and form. You ain't see it to grab it because you only thought it was going to come to you in this kind of shape and form. Because you're adding too much light to shit. Stop adding too much fucking light to shit, because when you add too much light to shit, it becomes heavy and it falls down. So your situations that you was wishing and praying for to be prosperous, it falls down. Because your ass didn't relax and didn't jump into no non-worrying energy. Your ass worried about it and started having certain feelings and emotions about it and certain thought patterns about it. And then the more energy you put into that, you made that light bigger. And then once you shine all that light on that situation that was in the dark, that didn't even have a chance to create yet, it's getting created in the dark. As a seed, it's getting created with the light and the heat that you giving it. And the light and the heat that you giving it is some bullshit. Some shit from this light and this sun and shit. Some shit that's telling you some doubtful shit. Or it don't work unless you got this. Oh, teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, you got to make sure you have this amount of money. Or you got to make sure you go to work this much amount of days. Oh, make sure you ask for extra hours. And shit like, and now the shit all falls down. And then when you actually get it, it be like a little piece of something that you ain't even want in the first place. not knowing you killed even the appreciation energy for it to get it. Because you didn't work so hard to get it. It goes so motherfucking deep. Stop adding too much fucking light to things. You know what I'm saying? Because light don't do nothing, but after that, it's going to become fluid. And after that, it's going to become air. It's going to travel. And after that, it's going to become fucking solid and solidify itself in your life to the point that you can't even get rid of this shit. You can't even get rid of these big old concepts and blind blockages you didn't put for yourself. You can't even get rid of these things now. You know what I'm saying? And then it get even worse because you manifest people, places, and things that represent the same kind of energy. So they even give you concepts and ideas on why you're doing the right thing when you're doing it all wrong. All you're doing is adding light to shit. Stop adding light to everything. If you in a relationship and you got a partner that's cheating on you and shit like that, but say you just got a sense of it and you don't motherfucking know yet, put the word out or write something down and don't worry about it. Put the word out like, I want to know if this person cheating. And don't worry about it. Don't start having a bunch of thinking and ideas and adding a bunch of light to it because you might shine some light on an area that you wish you never did. Tell you. You might end up killing some motherfucking body. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to put yourself in a situation where you're never adding too much light to a situation. Therefore, when a situation do play out, all that information in the light won't even get a chance to affect you. And you won't have no other spirits coming into those light forms and bodies to affect you in some type of way to keep manifesting in your life. You know what I'm saying? You could end it on a light note. You could be like, okay, I wasn't worried about it anyway. And if they was, that's all on them. Because I'm going to do what I do anyway. So you could take this in a bunch of different scenarios. If you into dealings and shady business, if you at work dealing with coworkers and things of that nature. All right, at work, dealing with coworkers, right? If you're having a conversation and somebody telling you about their dumbass story and shit like that, about how they went through something that was stupid, how their car broke down or something like that, if you don't want to experience the same thing, don't add too much light. Don't start thinking about how you can add on to the conversation. Don't start wanting to share your experiences. Don't start resonating with their feelings and emotions. You can show discernment on your face, but inside, you bet not be sharing the same feelings and emotions. You bet not. Because all you doing is shining motherfucking light. You this little light of mine. And you adding light on their imagination. To the point that when the light hit your ass, the light is information. And everything in that information is they bullshit ass story. And the shit you didn't add it with it. To the point that now you experiencing in real life a similar story. Guess what? When you go to work, you got a similar story you could tell them now. Now, if you a lost person, you think this is a good thing. You go to work like, man, guess what? Same thing happened to me and shit like that. You just long and lost. Well, if you're a person who could catch yourself, you could be like, man, hold up. I experienced that shit because of this motherfucker. Then hold the fuck up. Let me make sure I shorten these conversations. Or if I am going to add on to the conversation, it's going to be some shit that ain't truly in my heart. It's going to be the shit that's on my mind and in my heart is, let me just say this for the sake of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's in your mind and heart. What's in your mind and heart is let me remember my most devastating moment, so I could show this person that they ain't been through nothing. I've been through worse. Why you want to show that person that? You want to keep experiencing worse, motherfucker? I understand that we all see. Look, these are first with the light and the illusion that can tap you into first ways of lostness. You have certain people that be an ego that be like, man, this person always telling me shit like I ain't been through worse shit. So now you jump in your bag like, man, let me dive into my most worst moments ever. Just to let this person know I've been through worse shit. And then you get a sense of pleasure in that. Do y'all know y'all indulgence is on some other type shit? Y'all Christians and religious people, y'all don't know how much y'all do ridiculous shit that your Bible tell you not to do. And you do this. And then when somebody tell you about your Bible in another aspect, you want to get into spiritual warfare when you don't realize how much sin you doing every day. That's a motherfucking sin to Archangel Uriel. That's a sin to me. You see what I'm saying? When you go to your church sessions and then everybody talking about their problems and then here come you, the preacher or somebody or the theologian or the motherfucking priest, and then here you go. We all been through our share. I remember a time when I was this, that, and that's a motherfucking sin. You adding light. Y'all keep y'all praying to experience more trial and tribulation But y'all don't think y'all doing that because the spirit that taught y'all through y'all Bible and shit is teaching y'all that this is what you're supposed to do in order to repent or something like that. Which y'all don't know, that's the spiritual lie that spirit didn't taught y'all for y'all. That's how it get y'all energy. When y'all do rituals and spells and give them y'all worship, when y'all give y'all depression off, y'all give y'all trial and tribulation off, y'all go sit in a circle at church, or y'all go sit in a room next to the deacon or something like that, or y'all go sit in a hermetic setup way, the way the church is, and y'all all give off y'all feelings and passions and emotions and stress, and then y'all can't wait to do it next Sunday. Y'all can't wait to do it next Saturday Bible school teachers. Y'all can't wait to go to the motherfucking bar mitzvah. Y'all just can't wait to do that again. Y'all don't know that the spirit sit back like, hell yeah, I got all this power and source, nigga. My light big as hell right now. Motherfucker, nigga sit down King David or some shit now. Like, nigga sit up here, a big ass sun. Nigga, a big ass sun now, ruling y'all motherfuckers. Big ass motherfucking Now, he a spirit that can create big ass light bodies, big ass shapes, forms. This motherfucker, he's so creative now, he could create a whole kind. Now he created a mankind or another whole kind now. Motherfucker with beings to live in him now. Now everybody is adding on, living under his creation. Now that spirit became a god and a lord, a ruler and authority over that specific space. And motherfucker became powerful is because all y'all going along with his ideas, his rituals, his concepts, and y'all just giving his spirit, and he in the next level of life, drinking the fuck out of y'all. And he in a level of life, the same way y'all in a level of life here, doing the same thing again. But he might be vibrating so high, powerful, that he got a lot of followers now, and he like a Jesus Christ figure or something like that. This motherfucker getting all these motherfuckers in the life that he in, and then the life that he died and left from. Y'all, the Lord life, y'all still going on his path, on how he died in the first place. So he even got more source and more energy in the life he in. Motherfucker, so to y'all, he look like a sun. To him, he just another high vibrating ass motherfucking spirit in a body. Motherfucker doing some amazing shit here. You know what I'm saying? So be careful what you adding light to. Cause what you add light to, shit might fall down in your life, but shit might elevate somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you add light to. You are the source. You are beautiful. You are gold. You are the creator, not the creation. So as a spirit, you create the lights. You pay attention to what the fuck you want to pay attention to. And I advise you to pay attention to your own thoughts and feelings and emotions and leave external other people's lead theirs to them. So this little light of mine, this little flight of mine, the only flight that you shining is on your shit. So guess what's being created? Guess what seeds is guess what seeds is getting light? Guess what seeds is getting water? Because when you get that emotions and feelings and got that passion to do what you want to do, that's your seeds getting water. Guess when you got these new thoughts and ideas, you got these concepts and shit, that's that shit getting light. That's your seeds getting light. Nobody else's. Yours getting light. Yours getting water. Yours growing. So ain't nobody else's farm getting formulated and curated and sprayed and nurtured and bomb-ass weed and oranges and big-ass apples and juicy-ass motherfucking grapes you can just bite into and so juicy. Nah, fuck theirs. It's time to grow yours. The real farm. The real land. You are land. You are geometric shape. You are octagon, pentagon. Fuck Archangel Uriel, nigga. I'm Uriel. Nigga, Uriel. Fuck the L's, the Lord, the down. I'm with the all, the ahs, the ah. Motherfucker. Flight boss in this motherfucker. Y'all need to start listening to understand y'all motherfucker vibrational tones. Because the words that y'all use can only range from three frequency vibrational tones. When you like the nigga, that got a lot of tones. When you talk about the that got a lot of tones. Y'all better start working with the ow. Nigga, y'all better start working with the soul, The womb is not exclusive to a woman. The womb is a thought, an idea, a form. The soul is the individual spirit. Those are light forms and bodies too, but they are not exclusive to what y'all want to call male and female. These is beyond realms, higher realms. See what I'm saying? So once you start to understand tones, frequencies, you can start to understand how to tap into realms of realities and start interacting with beings. Start conversating with these beings. And it's like music. They don't conversate with your language. They don't conversate with your words. So if the only thing you know is light, and it's even worse if you only know what the sunlight has taught you. You don't even know anything about the Venus starlight, the Jupiter starlight, all the way till you get to the Neptune starlight, so you can understand that world, and beings in that world help you travel through other lights, so you can understand how to even build a spaceship and a mind concept to even get to the other lights. If y'all niggas don't even understand Pluto or Neptune, how is you traveling constellations? How? You gotta understand Pluto and Neptune. You got to understand that world to even build a spaceship, to even build a mental concept and an imagination and dream that can transform into another realm of reality, to even have an idea that there is another realm of reality to travel to even know how these other constellations work. If y'all niggas don't even know about those stars and information, how the fuck you gonna be telling somebody else about what the fuck something is and what the fuck something ain't? Where the only information you guys what the fucking sun taught you. And that motherfucker lost. That's why that motherfucker so low where we at. He lost too. He done made y'all think that everything come from some fucking male-listed masculine energy. Fuck that nigga. Right now we is the stars. We the stars. We here now. We create the light. This body you in is your sun. Is the light body. You created this motherfucking layer. And you the motherfucking spirit. You created all your layers, all your fluids and fleshes from the inside out. You created that shit. You created your light. So you create your circumstances and situations. So we gonna take responsibility back for what the fuck we got going on. Cause we create this shit and we ain't let nobody else create anything on the grid of our motherfucking consciousness. We create our own grid and line of events. We create our own frequencies, line of events, timelines. And when we become an individual on that shit start to vibrate, we start to experience that time. Because time comes second. That's where you get seconds from. And we experience that vibration for ourselves. And then we push out that motherfucking energy, and then the energy plays into the conscious yang external realm, and then the shapes and forms that we manifest better be what the fuck we had in mind, better be what the fucking our dreams imagination, because if it ain't, that's the shit we need to go to fucking war with. So anything that we're participating in that don't contribute to what the fuck we got, or don't participate in our energy that we put into it, and if it ain't a half and half even exchange, and we feel like we giving more of ourselves, our experience, our time, our soul, just to get a small piece of change out of that shit, that ain't the motherfucking shit that we need to be working with. And that's the shit that we need to be going to war with. And regardless of where your spirit at, if it's on a high level, you could do it from a spiritual concept, and you don't have to actually, you could plan your day-to-day procedures, but you create what these procedures mean to you. You don't let these influences within these experiences dictate what they want you to feel like, and they control your feelings and the ideas. No, they're there for what you need them there for what you need to do. They ain't there for you to go there and for them to suck you dry. So let's switch that up. And then if you're doing it on a low vibrational level, you just emit your motherfucking light and don't participate in anything. You just go ahead and emit your motherfucking light into your own motherfucking self. But goddamn it, we create this motherfucking shit. You feel me? Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air.